What truly happened on that unexpected runway night that left the fashion world breathless, and why is the richest company in America scrambling for Jungkook before it's too late? Before we dive into this whirlwind story of style, mystery, and impossible offers, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Your thoughts might just uncover a hidden truth no one else has seen. What do you think is the real reason behind Jungkook's sudden fashion dominance? Let's explore together. Why did the earth seem to pause for a split second when Jungkook took a single step on that glass-paneled runway under Paris sky? What did the camera fail to catch that only those in the front row felt in their bones? Was it just the tailored perfection of the suit he wore, or did something unspoken pass through the air, shaking even the deepest layers of the fashion world? The night wasn't supposed to be like this. The show was meant to be another high-end couture unveiling. There was chatter, lights, champagne, diamonds sparkling on wrist bones, the usual posing and flexing of global influencers. But then he appeared. No one, not even the attendees with access to the ultra-exclusive itinerary, expected Jungkook to walk. The moment the black curtain shifted and his silhouette emerged, the room's temperature changed. Silence didn't fall, it collapsed. Even the metronomic clicks of photographers' shutters seemed to falter for a beat, as if they, too, couldn't believe what they were seeing. Jungkook wasn't listed on the official casting. His presence wasn't advertised, not teased by insiders, not spoiled by fans on the airport runway. So how did he get there? And more importantly, why? One step. That's all it took. One step forward. Shoulders rolled back, chin lifted with quiet elegance, the faintest smirk at the edge of his lips. The world had seen countless runway legends over decades, but none of them moved like this. Not with that thunderous calmness, not with that kind of soul carved into posture. And just like that, the headlines the next morning weren't about the designer's latest fabric revolution. They were about Jungkook, about that walk, that unrepeatable moment, that rupture in the fashion matrix. By sunrise, the richest fashion tech conglomerate in America had scheduled an emergency meeting. Private jets were reportedly fueled without itinerary. Calls were made not to Jungkook's agency, but directly to his inner circle. There was urgency. There was fear. Had they seen what he'd just done? Because if they hadn't, they were already too late. But what was it, really, that made Jungkook's walk shake the industry? Was it the history sewn into his frame, the evolution of a boy who danced with global fame in his teenage years, now commanding an empire with only a glance? Was it the paradox of humility and untouchability, wrapped into the precise bend of his knee? Or was it something else, something more silent and private? A message. Observers noticed something. A fleeting moment too fast for the general audience, too encrypted for social media. But a few eagle-eyed fans swore they saw Jungkook tap his finger against the side of his thigh. 3 taps, pause to more. Was it Morse code? A gesture? A signature known only by those closest to him? Fashion critics dismissed it as a nervous twitch, but others disagreed. He was sending a signal. One former fashion show director tweeted anonymously, "And it wasn't meant for us?" Within 48 hours, the mysterious walk video had surpassed 100 million views. But the story had already moved far beyond virality. It had become a war between global fashion houses to get him to sign, a war of philosophies, commercial dominance versus soul-driven artistry. One offer leaked, an 8-figure sum. The richest fashion company in the United States, the same one that revolutionized luxury in Silicon Valley, was prepared to offer him creative control over an entire new label, not just as a face, not even as a brand ambassador, but as a co-creator. Yet here's the twist. He didn't accept, not yet. Why? Why would someone decline the most powerful offer in fashion history? Was it restraint or resistance? Was he waiting for something bigger or someone? Fans speculated. Some said it was loyalty to his roots, his team, his Korean designers who had grown beside him. Others claimed it was strategic, a silent message to push the company to reveal their true intentions. Then something else happened. The fashion world held its breath again. Jungkook posted a single photo on Instagram. No caption. It was a grainy mirror selfie. But in the background, barely visible, sat a white box with the unmistakable logo of that US fashion conglomerate. Only half of it showed. enough to be recognized, not enough to be a confirmation. The world screamed with questions. Was it acceptance, a rejection, or a game? Comments exploded, ranging from tearful pleas for him to remain authentic to wild theories about a secret collaboration with underground designers. But amid all the chaos, Jungkook remained silent. Not a word, not a like, not even a story to clarify. Silence, after all, is its own kind of punctuation. Fashion insiders began whispering of private visits, of meetings held behind unmarked doors in Manhattan. One insider, speaking under anonymity, claimed to have seen Jungkook wearing an unmarked prototype jacket, sleek, futuristic, and entirely unbranded. It's like he's creating a language, she said. Clothes that speak without labels. That's never been done before, not at this level. Then came the breaking point. A press leak. The richest fashion company in the US was not just offering a deal. They were allegedly rewriting their business model around him, dismantling their hierarchical design system, offering full creative direction to someone outside of their founder lineage. Unprecedented and terrifying for their competitors. Suddenly, other brands panicked. Private messages were leaked from luxury fashion houses in Milan and Paris begging Jungkook to consider their designs, offering limitless artistic freedom, equity shares, even founding a new legacy line under his name alone. But nothing broke the silence. No confirmation, no rejection, no interviews, until a whisper emerged not from him, but from someone much closer. A childhood friend, not known to the press, posted a cryptic line on their private account. He always said he'd know when the world was finally ready to see him, not as a singer, not as an idol, but as the man behind the fabric. Was this the moment? Had Jungkook been planning this for years? The walk, the look, the coded signals, the deliberate silence. It all started to feel less like chance and more like choreography. And then, finally, the earthquake. In the middle of the night, without warning, Jungkook uploaded a short video. No brand, no caption, just him, standing in a raw, cement-floored studio, wearing that same mysterious unbranded jacket. And he spoke. "I'm not joining anyone," he said softly. "I'm building something." And just like that, the truth snapped into place. Jungkook wasn't auditioning for fashion royalty. He was becoming it. A stunned world watched as the screen faded to black and the words JK Lab appeared in handwritten white script, followed by a launch date. Spring 2026. Gasps echoed across continents. What is JK Lab? A brand, a movement, a rebellion? No one knew, but everyone was watching. From Seoul to Paris to New York, industry titans scrambled to re-strategize. The richest fashion company in America rejected, or secretly involved. Speculation exploded. Fans analyzed the font, the fabric, the studio space, even the lighting, hoping to find hidden meanings. And Jungkook, he disappeared. For 3 days. No posts, no sightings, no leaks. Until last night, when he reappeared at a tiny, unheard-of gallery in Tokyo, dressed casually, smiling softly, walking not as a global icon but as someone free. The crowd outside the gallery wept, not because he was famous, but because he was finally visible. No brands, no logos, just Jungkook. The walk that shook the fashion world had not been a performance. It had been a prophecy, and it had come true.